It is that special time of year. Final preparations being made. Hunting season is, I'm leaving in days. Mule deer hunt for me, kind of my biggest hunt of the year, early season mule deer. It's gonna be fun. Anyway, I stumbled upon a product I wanna share with you today. You've seen the title. Let's dig in and talk about this sight that I think is really awesome for its price category.
How are you?
I'm doing great, how are you?
Good.
Can I get a 20 ounce cold coffee? Cold brew? Coffee is the magic potion. It adds a little zip to my pip, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so every once in a while you stumble upon something. Stumble upon just something you might not have been informed about. And that's what happened to me. When I built the Hoyt VTM, I said, hey Josh, I want to try something new. I'm not super brand loyal and I like just kind of knowing what's out there. And I've been impressed by this product. Let's dig in. I want to show it to you and talk about some of the good, the bad, and the ugly. All right, check this out, guys. This is the CBE Micro 3V. It's got 3 pins. It looks like your normal slider, and it kind of is, but it's got a couple things going for it that I really like. First, check this out. See that right there? That's a sight tape that goes from 20 all the way down to 130. That's pretty rad. I don't know why more companies don't do this. It's such a simple thing that makes a sight a lot better, or more fun anyway, you know, particularly with the long range stuff we got going. I want to show you one more thing here. Check this out. It comes with multiple sight tape options, so you can set it up dealer's choice, however you want your sight picture to look. Red, green, yellow, and these nice metal sight tapes. So that's pretty handy. I like that. I decided to leave white on my front here. And it's a pretty clean sight picture. I haven't actually hunted with white, but I like it. It kind of keeps everything bright in front of you. Let's go through some of this kind of need to know stuff. You have first, second, third axis adjustments. In this price category, I would say this sight competes with, it's at 340, so it's competing with like your black gold dual track, your Spot Hog Fast Eddy, 3-pin, slider. What else? HHA, Tetra Riz or Rise, however you say it. Probably Riz, that's what the kids say, right? And the dialed archery Arxos, which is the only one in that category that comes in at a considerably higher price point. I think that's at like $550. The rest of those all range around the $320, $330, $340 price point. So depending on what you want, I really think this is a pretty cool fit. I'll tell you why I particularly like it. So you got first, second, third axis adjustment. They're all clean, which I like. But look at this slider here. Pop it, and then you have probably the cleanest slide adjustment I've seen. No noise, super clean. You got like a nut handle, a good old nut that you can just grab and slide. I better count my clicks here because I got it right on, but I'm gonna do it for you guys. Check this out. We're gonna get the microphone in here for you. Listen to this. Dang. That is probably the cleanest micro adjust that I've found. And it's just, everything's right here, right? It's just a click, a grab, a turn. I would say the only thing about, or one of the things about this sight that could be better is, let me get you a good sight picture here. When we're looking at our 3-pin sight here, the top and bottom greens are adjustable. The red is fixed. So the way I set it up was I sighted the red into 30 so I could get my greens to 20 and 40. Turning this clockwise moves your sight to the right. So my arrow hit right, spinning it clockwise. And I like that on sights because it makes sense to me. Spin it right, move the sight right, spin it left, move the sight left. Not every sight's that way, but I wish they were. It don't really matter to me, baby. I got 5 dots down there. We'll see if we can go around the circle, 5 for 5. Sounds doable, right? A little bit of wind. Cut an edge, hopefully. I think we did it, folks. You guys give me that line? Cool. The greens are micro adjust, why they call it the Micro 3V or whatever, and they stay in a vertical line, but they're kind of not perfect. So when you are futzing with it, they can get a little bit out of alignment. Now, you can bend them back into alignment, and that's fine. I think there's got to be a better way to do that. Moral of the story, there's got to be a better way to do that. And the other thing here is, because on my Hoyt, this thing is so close to my riser, pros and cons, I can get a lot of range out of my sight tape, but it also keeps my pin gaps super tight. So I got 20, 30, 40, and then you have two indicator needles here. So as you slide, you have top pin option, bottom pin option. And then I guess if you wanted to wing it, you could go middle pin option and split the gap. I would just shoot top or bottom pin to be more precise, especially if we're talking about downrange. I would just like to say one thing really quick too, is that I haven't ran this through a full season yet, so I can't really speak to the durability of it, but the way it seems to be built is it doesn't seem like there are things that would fall out of place, or I don't see any red flags is what I'm trying to say. That being said, you know, I've probably got 500 or 1,000 arrows through this bow, and it's been good so far. I wanted to show you one more thing here that I do think is pretty rad for your sights, is we have reference marks for our second axis, third axis. Now in the past, Josh would always advise me to silver sharpie everything, and silver sharpieing it works. Pretty cool that the manufacturer actually just built it in so we have it as a reference point. Now when we talk about sights in this category, HHA, Tetra Riz, the rail's not adjustable on that. The rail I don't think is adjustable on the Fast Eddie either. If Josh Jones was here, and he might end up being here or popping in, he would say you've got to have an adjustable rail. And I agree, it's something that really nice to have just in case something's out of alignment. And when we say rail, we basically want your rail sliding straight up and down vertically, so the same spot you hit at 20 is the same spot vertically that you hit at 100. And if your sight's perfectly manufactured and it comes out all square and doped up, it's not necessary, but it's a nice adjustment. So when you're talking about the price point, that's a good thing to have. It's a nice thing to have. All right, let's talk about price points in category. I wrote them all down. This sight, CBE Micro 3V, $339. Spot Hog, $330. Black Gold Dual Track, $350. Dialed Arxos Archery, $550. HHA Tetra Riz, $300. Talk about price point category, some of these higher end, higher featured hunting sites, I just think that this thing's got a pretty solid bang for its buck. It's clean, it's got clean adjustments. Everything is kind of built to be right in front of you. There's no funny business, and I appreciate that. Still need to run it through a season, still need to do my due diligence, but I thought it was a product that was pretty cool and I would share with you guys. I'm heading out on a hunt. I trust it enough that I have it on my bow and it's going to be there for hunting season. We can report back or whatever afterwards. If you guys do decide you want to check it out, you can go to Josh's website, podymarcher.com. I have a discount code with him, Tim C. You get 10% off of everything, so that's pretty cool. We're getting close to hunting season. Season's right around the corner. It's that time of year where final preparations are being made. I hope you're shooting your bow as often as you can, getting everything broadhead tuned, final setups dialed in, and just shooting enough that your confidence is high in your equipment. Make the most of your season. Hunt every day like it's your last. Enjoy it. Subscribe to the channel. I'm on that road to 100K, and once we get there, once you help us get there, we're going to do a big archery event here, free archery event for all the people that are subscribed to the channels. Let's get it going. 100,000 subscribers, we're gonna make it happen. Event here, Spokane Valley Archery. Anyway, I'm gonna sign off this thing. Go shoot your bow, hunt hard, shoot your shot. I'll catch you back for the next one.